Right, Slocky Israel. We was trying to show the brother, he an Israelite, but he said he had to go. Slocky, hold on. Right, but you see, that's the problem in today, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's out here, y'all don't know your God-given nationality, right? Being black is just a color. And when you look up the meaning of the word black, it's associated with all negativity, man. Right? The word black, one of the synonyms for the word black is inhuman, dirty, filthy, right? Is that your nationality? Is that what you want to be? You want to walk around calling yourself black? You literally walking around calling yourself a color out of a crayon box, for one, and two, you calling yourself a byword, and the meaning of that byword is to be inhuman, right? And being a so-called Hispanic and Mexican, that was put on you by your oppressors. When the Spaniards came over here and took your people and put them into captivity, they gave you a language, and that language was Spanish. You didn't speak Spanish originally, man. Y'all spoke Hebrew. You're a Hebrew people, a Hebrew nation, just like the so-called blacks, man, right? And when you ask brothers who they are, they don't know who they are. Brothers don't know who they are. But if animals could speak, if you was to ask a dog, what is he? He'll tell you he's a dog, man. That's how brainwashed we are, man. There's animals out there that know more about themselves than us, man. Right? Let me read this. Isaiah 1:3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. And brothers don't consider, they don't think like, black is a color, So can that really be my nationality? Brothers don't really think that, man. And in the Hispanics, they don't walk around and think and reminisce and remember that your language came by your oppressor, man. Why would you want to continue and do anything that came from your oppressor, man? That's like me taking you literally right now, putting you into captivity, and I'm teaching you my lifestyle and teaching you my language and my heritage, right? And then after I let you go, you continuing after the ways that I taught you, man. That don't make no sense, right? It's like, I'm gonna let the bus go past. That's why it's a shame, man. Y'all gotta understand that your oppressor gave you a language, they gave you a heritage, they gave you religion, they gave you books to read, right? They gave you all these things to distract you and to keep you blind, man. So you gotta wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to come back to thus saith the Lord. And if you're not coming back to thus saith the Lord, you're gonna be destroyed in these last days, man. The Lord never said he was coming for peace. He never said that, I'm coming to love brothers. He said, I'm coming to send a sword on this earth, man. Let me get that real quick. This is the book of Matthew 10 and verse 34. And this is Christ speaking himself, right? So for y'all brothers that say y'all believe in God and y'all believe in Christ, this is Christ himself speaking. He said, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. That's coming out of Christ's mouth, man. He said, I'm coming to send a sword on this earth. So he's not coming to hug you up. Why do you think that there's famine and pestilence in this earth? Why do you think that Puerto Rico is getting hit with multitudes and keep getting hit with these damn earthquakes, man? Why do you think Australia is being burnt up? Why do you think that these nations are coming together and creating nuclear weapons to fight against each other? You think they're making these weapons to polish them up and to just keep them for show, man? That's the Lord, man. And brothers don't understand. It's like, let that go past. Brothers don't understand that there's more to life than you just walking around, catching a bus, riding a bike, going to work, right? Working for the so-called white man, working for your oppressor, man. There's more to life than that. And if you're not listening to thus saith the Lord, you're going to be destroyed in these last days. Like I keep saying, man. I'm going to read that again. Matthew 10 and verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So if anybody's saying that he's coming with a sword, you think he's coming to give you a sword and come with peace, man? He's coming to kill you with destruction, man. Didn't the Lord say I'm a man of war, man? Let me get that in Exodus 15 and 3. What? This is the book of Exodus 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. So if he's saying he's a man of war, he's saying that he's coming with a sword when he come back. He's not coming back to save everybody and give you hugs and kisses, man, and give you candy. And brothers think it's a joke, man. Brothers, brothers laugh and scorn at the prophet of the men of the Lord coming out here teaching on the highways and byways.
24K Revelation.
What do you mean,
It's
brother?
always going on. Let me get that.
Brother, come on now. That's come on.
I see you all the time, and I know what it says too.
All right,
You
so
see me
what is your
already
point of
from
what
over
is your
there.
point of coming over here?
Yeah, I'm telling you something. Oh, what?
You see that? Hold on.
Can't take so ass, man. You let's walk. I'm like, yo.
That's a curse.
There's always principles, but you don't even know there's love in the building. Sometimes it be hurting. I've been to prison already. I'm going to prison again.
Bear with me, Israel.
Nah, fuck bear with
Brother,
me.
you talking about folly and madness, man. If you're not gonna repent and keep the law, statutes, and commandments,
Yo,
what you
watch
saying
your
don't
mouth
make
and
sense.
shit, you God
It don't
hates
make
it, right?
sense.
Dude, who
Whatever you
talking
saying
to?
is not making
Watch
sense.
your mouth, though.
You see that? Brothers rather come up and scorn and mock at thus saith the Lord, man. If I was a white man standing up here, you would try to sing Kumbaya
Yo,
with me, man.
bro.
You would try to sing Kumbaya with me, man.
Yo, listen.
Go
let's
argue
take-
with the oppressor,
Let's
man.
take a walk.
Go argue with the man that's killing you and slaughtering you in these streets, man.
Bro, let's
Go
take a
argue
walk.
with the man that's putting
Let's take a
Planned
walk.
Parenthood in your
Yo,
neighborhood.
a parent, I got 4 kids, nigga.
Oh.
Let's take a walk. Fuck you talking about? Prison and everything. Fuck you talking about?
Bear
Fuck
with me,
you talking
Israel.
about?
You see that's the problem with
No, you
Jake.
the problem.
That's the
Let's
problem
go.
with so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Ain't that a curse in the book of Deuteronomy, man? See, brothers want to get mad when you bring out thus saith the Lord. You bring out the scriptures and brothers don't want to hear that. Brothers demons is stirring up.
Babylon.
Brothers demons is stirring
Fuck
up.
out of here, man. My mother,
Bear with
she
me.
is Jehovah's Witness, nigga.
Jehovah's Witnesses are not going to be saved.
Man, you better stop playing with space.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 28.
Nah, nigga. Ephesians.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. Brothers are smitten with madness.
Good.
Brothers are smitten with madness, man. You speaking thus saith the Lord, and brothers is high and drunk, and they demons are stirring up in them, man. Brothers want to fight their own brothers, man. That's a shame. You don't see the so-called white man fighting with the so-called white man. You don't see the so-called Chinese man arguing with the so-called Chinese man. They up in China eating
I was
damn
never on no Chinese
all types
shit.
of folly and
Hey, yo,
madness
blood.
together, man.
You better listen. We don't respect anything Ricky Bobby. We got a Z state. My mom is a Jehovah's Witness, motherfucker. You ain't a motherfucker, but she is. She not gonna get dog. She Ricky Bobby.
Bear with me, Israel. I'm bringing out peace.
There's Jesus, right? That's Ricky Bobby, right? On the full corner wars, right? So why the hell was you messing my Lord and talking about me? But listen, I might be lost. I'm not lost. But then how the hell you gonna count that to me like I'm lost? Get it right.
Brother, you is lost. What's your nationality?
Yeah, man, nigga,
What's your nationality?
I'm a black man.
Exactly.
And my
You
mom
see
is,
that?
and my mom is a Jehovah's
Hold on,
Witness.
hold on. You say you're a black man.
Yo, stop waving
Black
your hand.
is the color of your hat.
Yo, bro.
How can your
Let me talk
nationality
to
be
you.
the
Let's-
color
yo,
out of a
come
crayon
here.
box?
Yo, come here.
You're
man.
not making no sense.
Yo, come here, man.
You're not making no sense.
Let me walk with you. Come here, man. Let me talk to you.
James
Come
1
here.
and verse 20 and
Yo, let me
19.
walk with you. Come here. You good,
Brother,
man.
stop touching me, brother. Brother, stop
You-
touching
that's
me.
what I'm
Brother,
saying.
stop
Come-
touching me.
Yo, come on.
James
bro.
1 and 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren,
You know that
let
goal.
every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. How you coming up here? I'm trying to teach you your nationality, and you trying to argue with me, man. You drunk as hell, and you trying to talk to me
Whoa,
about
whoa,
common
get it
sense.
right then.
You talking about thus saith, you coming
Don't
to
ever
me.
touch
This
me
brother's
again.
coming to me with thus saith the
Don't
Lord,
touch me
so
no
called.
more.
with no
Don't
Bible.
touch me,
You
nigga.
got no Bible and you drunk as
Don't
hell.
touch me. I don't believe
The so-called white man laugh at you, man. Brothers like you get laughed at by the so-called white
I'm
man.
laughing at
You get
you.
laughed at, your oppressors laugh at you.
I'm laughing at you.
Israel, you should not want to be like that.
If Israel,
That brother is
with
stiff-necked,
with
man.
an atom bomb,
Brother don't want to hear the
with an
word.
atom bomb,
Right? Let's read that
You
again.
said
James
it
1:19, 1 and
Don't
19.
fight, then.
Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear. Brothers, you gotta be swift to hear. You can't come up to brothers and just run in your mouth.
Okay,
That's how a fool is, man. Only a fool comes up to brothers and just talk and talk and talk. Right? Brothers just talk and talk with no knowledge, man. Didn't the Lord said to be sober, man? Brother, you're not even sober. You're not even sober. Brother, you're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna do nothing, brother. Anyway, I'm gonna continue. For the wrath of man, verse 20, for the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of Yahweh. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. This word able to save your soul, man. And brothers talking about take a walk. Do you think the service of the Lord is just soft, brothers? Didn't David say, blessed be the Lord that taught my hands to fight, man? Hold on, man.
That's it. Everybody, G up. Just get out the way.
Bear with me, Israel.
That's what she's doing. Talking. Let's go.
Psalms, this is the book of Psalms 144, verse 1. This is David, man. Didn't David go and kill nations, man? Didn't David slaughter thousands and thousands of people, man? So the servants of the Lord ain't no joke, man. Brothers not gonna come up here and just walk over brothers and do what they want, man. Thus saith the Lord, man. Psalms 144 and 1. Blessed be the Lord my strength, which teacheth my hands to war. Don't that sound like fighting, brother? You talking about fighting, don't that sound like fighting? Blessed be the Lord my strength, which teacheth my hands to war, and my fingers to fight. See, brother, you talking about fighting, and David talking about fighting. You heard what I just said, brother. David is talking. Look, your oppressor is coming to shackle you up now, man. Oh, look at that. You see that? You see? Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's a shame, man. You see, brothers stir up wrath. No, come back to me. Brothers stir up wrath with their own brothers. The cops come out here. Brothers talking about, oh no, I can't deal with that. You know, he was just talking about how he been to jail. He fighting brothers. But now the so-called white man pulled up. You're not talking about fighting no more. You're not talking about jail no more. You quiet now, man. Let me get a precept. This is the book of Proverbs 28 and verse 1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. Brother, what happened, brother? You see that? You see that the oppressor come around, and Jake don't know how to act now, man. Jake all quiet. Jake all humbled down now that the so-called white man pulled up, man. Jake is fearful of their oppressor, man. But the Lord said the wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are as bold as a lion, man. And we gonna stand out here in the cold, in the sleet, and we gonna preach thus saith the Lord, man. We gonna come out here on the highways and byways and tell the so-called white man, you going into captivity. The so-called Chinese man is going into captivity. The so-called black man that's not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you gonna be destroyed, man. Right? Brothers don't get it, man. I'm tired of dealing with stiff-necked brothers, man.
I didn't hear what you said. I said you good.
Look at that, man. Get that on camera. Jake argue with their own brothers, but the so-called white man come around, he all giggly, he all happy and smiling. He was just talking about fighting. He was just talking about taking me on a walk. What you was trying to do on that walk, brother? Why you so quiet and acting so innocent and clueless now, man? Oh, all right. Look at that, man. That's thus saith the Lord. That's your judgment, man. You don't know nothing about the Lord, man. Look at that. You see that? Brothers, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Brothers was just talking about taking a walk to do such and such, and now the person came, he pulled up his pants a little bit. You know, he started talking English now, man. He not slurring. His words not slurring, man. That's a damn shame. Sirach 7 and verse 7.
So you guys don't have any issue?
Look at that. You see that? You see that? That's oh man.
What are you doing for the rest of you? Hanging out? Are you going on?
Bear with me, Israel. Bear with me.
So you're just hanging out here, that's it? You don't have any intentions on getting on a bus anytime soon?
Bear with me,
Okay.
Israel. Bear with me.
We just had a bunch of stuff going on all at once, that's why.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you, which is your brethren, and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead. Right? You see, brothers was just arguing with me, and now that the so-called white man put up, he quiet and he humbled down, man. These are the same people that kill you every day on the streets, man. And you humbling down to them, put up your pants. You like a trained dog right now, man. That's a shame, man. Brother, I don't gotta wash my mouth. I don't gotta wash my mouth, man. You see, it's a hectic night out here, man. It's demons all around. You know, when I first came out here, it wasn't really nobody out here. And now, you know, look at the scenery, man. It's demons out here. Look at that. Get him on camera, man. Jake is smitten with madness, according to Deuteronomy 28:28. Look at that, man. Saki, bear with me, man. Bear with me, Israel.